What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Mm, Let me get this shared up real quick, real fast in that order. hmm How about we go live on X first? Okay, post that. Then we shoot on over here to Facebook. We go live there, post that, and then I think we good, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me get this thing shared out right here on mobile, and we're ready to rock and roll. I'd assume. Um, Pretty decent amount of games today. Some decent spots. A lot of different spots here. Let's see. Let's go over here to X real fast and see if we got any new news. Click on that real fast. So we got some of the same thing we're dealing with from yesterday. All right. So, let me get a light over here real quick. It's so busy, man. How about yesterday? I wonder how y'all guys what day was in football yesterday, man. NFL. Me, um, every week I'm evaluating Caleb Williams, and from a football standpoint, from a fan standpoint, Chicago Bears fan standpoint, I'm evaluating him every week and seeing where he looks, how he looks, things like that. I'm also evaluating the offensive coordinator, you know, the plays that he's calling and stuff like that. I'm watching those two relationships. We're seeing we're seeing some nice things transpire, right? But um, had some okay plays yesterday. NBA just. I'm glad I didn't. I took a beating yesterday in NBA. That was crazy. I'm glad I didn't record or give out no L's or nothing like that. But it is what it is, right? So at the end of the day, let me just get to it. Okay. Shout out to good morning, my guy. As far as NFL DFS, I'm done. I have been getting cooked all season, but NBA props, I did cash. I like to hear that. I definitely like to hear that. That is what's up. Definitely. Love that. We got the New Orleans Pelicans. We probably got the news. We probably got the news for. We probably got news for TJ McCollum probably gonna win, right? I mean, come play, right? Say, what's up, D? You see the lady that hit that Millie Price with six flags? Yes, man. Shout out to them and that team because I rode with them team with that team, and I won. I got a $50 free entry from them. Yeah, I was rolling with the. I'm rolling with. I'm gonna roll with the chicks, or whatever. Ruby Rose them. Yeah, I roll with that. Shout out to that. Shout out to them, man. Love it. Gotta love that. Really love that. Um, at the end of the day, like I said, we got locks right here. We probably got CJ McCollum news. If you don't know, he's probably gonna play, right? So let's take another look. Take another look at and see if we got any new news here, right? Okay, so Messi. Also, Dejounte out. McCollum probable. Ingram questionable. Messi probable. Right. So we're gonna talk about those guys real quick. We're gonna talk about them real quick when we get there. Right. So I like Andrew Wiggins over 1.5 threes. Nice. Glad you bring that up because that's definitely was not a play that I was on. I was probably going to end up skipping over that game. So shout out to you. I will remember that, Pat, as soon as we get back to that game. First game up on the docket, Orlando Magic's at Charlotte Hornets. We got an over under 213 and a half in this spot. These teams just played recently. I would say recently, but a few games ago, and Orlando went upside their head. Um, Shout out to France. France has been balling, 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 balling. So I can't talk you off anything France, right? Um, and for the people, I can't talk you off anything for France. I like France from a point standpoint. rebounds or rebounds and assists or rebounds plus assists. So you can look at this whole PRA stat line if you really, really wanted to, right? Looking at his rebounds and assists, he's hit this versus them the last time he played them, and he's been balling. So let me take a look. Uh, Franz Franz Wagner, right? So um, let me take some of these selections down. Okay. Now, Franz Wagner. Um, Let me see the rebounds and assists. Last game. Let me see. I can say for last game. Last game. Well, I'll just go back to the last time these two teams played. Okay, but he's hit this number frequently. Um, Indy. No, who was that? Charlotte. Charlotte. He had 32 points. He had 7 rebounds and 8 rebounds and 5 assists. But yeah, like I said, he's hit this number pretty frequently, right? 12 here, 13 here, 17 there. So, like at the end of the day, fantasy score, points, rebounds, assists, all that, right? Can't talk you off any of that. Um, what's up, Petty Banks? Girl, she said, she said baseball been eating up. Man, you gotta go with the flow, man. I ain't been seeing you. You said you miss MLB. I ain't been seeing you. I've been seeing you here and there. I see you like a couple of my posts the other day, but just tune in, man. Tune in. I'm gonna try to not have this. I'm trying not to make this one long today, right? I'm trying to hit on some spots. Therefore, it'll be easier for people to come back and check it out, or whatever the case may be. But friends can't talk you off anything for friends, right? So, but at the end of the day, um, here, last time these two teams played, it was like 108 to like 103, right? Yeah, them hooks can get crazy, definitely. It was like a 100 something to 83, right? We know how good defensively this Miami team is. I mean, this Orlando team is. Um, what I was looking at here, I was really looking at the team total, man. We got Orlando. We got. This is the home team, right? Charlotte Hornets team total sitting at 103 and a half, man. I'm gonna have to take a small lean towards the under here, right? We don't have a lot of lines out because Wendell Carter is a possibility that he might play, and this team is just riddled with injuries, man. So, like I said, I'm willing to lean towards the under here. Um, Patrick said, speaking of MLB, Kikuchi is leaving Houston and signed with the Angels. He went for the money. Hey, get that bread. That's what we do it for, right? But yeah, man. 103. I can see instances where this one goes under. They go under the total here. I could be wrong. Small lean towards the under. 103 and a half. I'm gonna put that over there. Just a small lean towards the under. And as far as like rebounds and assists, this team here is pretty small. So this team here is pretty small, right? So one guy we're gonna have to really look out for because they just keep Charlotte keep getting decimated with injuries. So we'll have to look at again, right? We just got to catch them. We got to be paying attention to when they add them to the books. But we're going to have to take a stabs at damn, what's his name? We're gonna have to take a look at let me take some of these guys down. Take friends down. We're gonna take a look at Diamante, right? So what's up? What's up, Mackie? Remember, you got to be paying attention, right? You got to be paying attention. Um, um, Williams, he tore his ACL, so he's going to be thrusted into their balls, right? He's going to be pushed into a role, right? So 11, 16, 7, 4. Every time he gets, like I pointed out yesterday, every time he gets 24, 23, 24 minutes or better, he's going way over his rebound prop, right? So Indiana, 29 minutes, 15 rebounds. Philly, 24 minutes, 11 rebounds. Orlando, 30 minutes, 15 rebounds. Milwaukee, 24 minutes, 14 rebounds. 11 minutes versus Cleveland. I don't know why. 15 minutes versus Brooklyn. I don't know why. But 32 minutes versus Detroit. 16 rebounds. And 31 minutes um, versus Milwaukee. 11 boards. Right? So his rebounds are in play, win, lose, or draw. Even if you're teasing it down, it is what it is. Make sure you keep an eye out for Diabate. Sometimes you have to wait closer to lock to get his numbers, but it is what it is. Pat say I'm praying for Grant Williams for his ACL tear out for the season. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. And they just decimated right with injuries after injuries after injuries. Now, uh, LaMelo Ball did give these guys around 30, 35 last time, but LaMelo Ball and Franz Wagner, both of these guys are going to play off pure usage alone, right? So those are the top two scoring options from both teams. If these two guys don't make it shake, it's not going to shake at all, right? So those are the two top guys from each side. But those ancillary guys like Diabate and guys like that, make sure you keep an eye out for those guys, man. And I lean towards the under team total for Charlotte. It's a lean, right? It's a lean. Um, you'll get LaMelo at 30.5 points, and you'll get Franz Wagner at 27.5 points. I couldn't talk you off neither one of them, right? Especially for the usage. Him, LaMelo Ball, and Brandon Miller are averaging like 12 or more threes in their last 7 or 8 games, right? 3-point attempts, okay? So it is what it is, right? So moving over to the next game here. I mean, France. I'll put these guys up here, but maybe I might tease them down. I'll put France points up there, and I'll put LaMelo Ball points up there, just because I will get to those guys in some shape, form, or fashion, even if I have to tease them down. Now, Toronto Raptors at Detroit Pistons, right? We got an over/under of 220 in this spot, and I'm telling you right now, last time we knocked on Toronto though, they came through for us, and this is another spot. These teams just played a few games ago. It was like Toronto took that L, right? It was like 95 to 99. They didn't have. They didn't have. They didn't have. They did not have. Oh, you know what? Too. Let me go back. Some plays that I just like, right? And I haven't gotten to, but I just like. Let me put. Rebounds and assists here. Let me put that up there. Rebounds plus assists. Let me put that up there for France because that is in play for the smaller team. Okay. Now let me get back. Now they did not have Scotty Barnes, and I'm telling you, Scotty Barnes was out for an eye injury. He wasn't out for no. He wasn't out for no leg, thigh, hamstring, none of that shit. So you ain't got to worry about him. He's coming to play. So with that being said, number one, Toronto team is probably going to be like a like a cash on team, a bet on team, bro. So this plus 180 is tremendous value on that. We'll come back to that in a second. I'm gonna tell you off the dope. I don't bet a lot of games, but it's gonna be Toronto or nothing for me in this spot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. At a plus 180, tremendous value. I can see you getting to the money line and getting to the spread. That's one thing. Combos. This is just, I don't care who he's playing against, right? Rebounds and assists, Scotty Barnes sitting at 12.5. It's definitely doable, right? Let's see. Let's go back to Scotty Barnes here, or PRAs. However you want to look at it, bro. Straight up. Take a look at Scotty Barnes here. This is his position eligibility here. Power forward, small forward, and shooting guard. I mean, small Point guard, small forward, and power forward. He can play all three of those spots. He can play a lot of spots, probably 1 through 4. But at the end of the day, um, he's only this is his third game back. Played 27 minutes, pace down matchup. Minnesota, whatever the case may be. But he ended up going out there getting 17 points. He went 2 of 5 from three, and then versus Cleveland, he went out there and had 1 for 6 for three, but he did have 18 points. But he had I think he had 7 and 7, right? 7 assists, 7. Here's a guy that can give you a double double or a triple double, right? So keep that in mind, okay? But before he left, as you can see, he was crushing this number, right? On the 28th, he had played 1, 2, 3, 4 before he got injured. He came across that eye injury. That first game versus Cleveland, I mean, he had 11. This at 12.5. Then versus Philly, he had 9. But then after that, he faced Minnesota. He ended up having 14. Then he faced Denver. He ended up having 21. He missed the triple double by 1, right? Long story short, we know who Scotty Barnes is. We know what Scotty Barnes does. I lean towards the over, you know, rebounds and assists for him. I mean, it's just, he is one of those guys. Now I can see instances where he don't, where it's a possibility he probably don't get there, or you can look at his points plus assists, and you just want to, leave his rebounds out. But Scotty Barnes is just that good, right? So this is a lean, and then, like I said, I probably won't even get there. And then looking at his points prop, I think it's sitting around 19. Let me see. Yeah, 19, 18 and a half. That's definitely in jeopardy. If you see upside on his points tag, then that's warranted for him to go out and, if you can see him get more than 20, 20, 21, 22, that'll help out a PRA line. If you just want to take his whole PRA line and just wrap it up in one, or his points plus assists or something like that, it is what it is, right? So, Jakob Pertl, I'll be looking at him for maybe points plus rebounds or a double double. Double double you can get at probably a minus 140. So last time he played this team, I think he had a monstrous game. And sometimes Jalen Duran can't keep his hands to himself. Jalen Duran did have 12 and 8 last time they played, but a minus 150 for a double double is a parlay piece. I couldn't talk about for that. Scotty Barnes will get a double double for him at plus 220, right? Um, hmm. Like I said, I think this is I know this Toronto team is going to end up being a bet on team. At the end of the day, what up, Ed? I know this team is going to be a bet on team at the end of the day. And then, props like this, rebounds and assists and things of that nature. You just want to get to these props early, even if you don't play it today. You want to get to these props early so that you're just not you don't want to catch it when it's about 14 and a half because it's a lot more basketball to be played. And trust and believe, Scotty Barnes ain't getting no worse. He's getting better and better every year. Okay. Um, Duran, he's in an okay spot as long as he keeps his hands to himself. I think I can see instances where looking at what Sinners has done versus Toronto, in a points category and rebounds category, they're top 10 and giving up points and probably top 10 and giving up rebounds. Toronto right outside the top 10, so they're actually getting better, but the rebound chances are still there. But at 26, and that's just to the center position alone. This is just a spot where Durant's going to have to keep his hands to himself. Okay, it's just plain and simple. Now, back to what I was saying about the dogs. Right now, Jaden Ivey, he's self-explanatory right now. The usage is going to be there for him. Okay, the usage is going to be there for him. If you want to get there, be my guest. That's all I can say, right? Would I take the over here? I mean, would I take the under? I probably won't, because as long as he's healthy, I think the usage will be there. But like I said earlier, I think this is going to be a bet on team. I like this spot, even though Toronto is on the road. Defensively, I think if they can try to get under Jaden Ivey or try to take him out the game, I don't see instances where if they can if you think they can successfully do that, I don't see instances where Detroit can win this game. Okay, I can see Toronto grinding it out, winning this game, and then when I like to bet underdogs. When I like underdogs, you always got to take a look at the player performance doubles because underdogs the odds tend to be higher, right? So taking a look at some player performance doubles that are definitely doable. 25 points in the win for Scotty Barnes, plus 540. 20 points in the win for Jakob Pertl. He gave it to him a couple games ago. 2 threes in the win, plus 320. You probably don't want to go to Abaji, but 10 points is not a real possibilities for him. Scotty Barnes, triple double. Ooh, in the win, plus 3,500. I might have to sprinkle something on that. I don't give a fuck. But Scotty Barnes, 2 threes in the win, plus 500. Obaji, 2 threes in the win, plus 390. Scotty Barnes, 20 points in the win, plus 300. That looks sexy there if you think they're going to win. RJ Barrett, 6 boards in the win at plus 285. Jakob Pertl, 10 rebounds in the win, plus 245. RJ Barrett, 20 points in the win, so on and so forth, right? Scotty Barnes, 6 and 6 in the win, plus 320. And double in the win for Scotty Barnes, plus 540. So at the end of the day, like I'm telling you, when you get these dogs, and then sometimes these dogs, it's going to take a hell of a performance for someone to win, then you could definitely look at some of these player performance doubles. Okay, so I'm definitely looking at a lot of these, man. Straight up, I don't care if you're putting 50 cents on them, man. I don't care if you're putting 50 cents on them. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no shame. Ain't no bankroll shaming over here. So at the end of the day, truthfully, like I said, truth be told, no Kate Cunningham. Um, it's gonna be Toronto Raptors or nothing for me if I decide to bet this game. I don't bet a lot of games. I don't talk about a lot of games, but I just had to. I had to touch on this game. I see instances where Toronto could probably win this game. Okay, last time we took Toronto as dogs was versus Minnesota. I want to say, yeah. New Orleans Pelicans and Indiana Pacers. Right now, we have an over/under of 225 in this spot. Um, Indiana Pacers 7-point favorites here, right? So it's a few spots that I'm looking at right here. We already talked about it earlier. We're gonna talk about it. We already talked about it earlier, and it's no, uh, we didn't talk about it earlier. So one person that I'm gonna give you that you're gonna have to be looking out for is gonna be he's questionable today, and it'll be for value, not value, but I mean somebody that you're gonna have to look for on the books. It's gonna be Missy, right? Missy, whatever the case may be. I'll be looking at his rebound prop, okay? He's been rebounding the ball very well, 11, 10, 12, 7, 8, 9, right? We did face this Indiana team. He played 26 minutes. He ended up having 10 rebounds there, right? So he's been rebounding the ball pretty well. The minutes 18, 23, 8, 28, 28, 26, right? So here's a guy that you're gonna have to look for, right? So make sure you write it down, jot it down, put it on a piece of paper. I don't give a fuck, right? But at the end of the day, he's somebody that we're gonna have to be taking a look at, right? This team is this team is this team is decimated with injuries. Another thing we can look at here is we know that C.J. McCollum will probably be coming back, and then DeJounte Murray is very close to coming back. So that's one thing that we got to keep in mind as well. So what C.J. McCollum is going to do to this team is going to lighten up the defense in the backcourt, right? So the defense, because he's not the greatest defender. That's one thing. He will take probably some assist opportunities away from Brandon Ingram. That's another thing. Okay, so that's some things that we're gonna have to look out for. Or is he gonna just be straight off the ball? He could definitely be straight off the ball because he's gonna have to be used to being straight off the ball when Murray come back anyway. So that's something that we're gonna have to pay attention to. Don't know what his minutes gonna be looking like if and when he comes back, but we'll see. Now, speaking of Brandon Ingram, there's two more guys that I like here, and it would be from a scoring standpoint here, and it would probably it's going to have to be Brandon Ingram and Pascal Siakam. Okay, so when let me see when damn, I'll say Brandon Ingram. No matter who, if McCollum plays tonight or not, I think his usage rate is definitely still going to be higher than someone like Pascal Siakam. But at the end of the day, we can't ignore what Pascal and Brandon Ingram have been doing. Okay, right now, from a scoring standpoint, the main three guys on this Indiana team is going to be Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, and Pascal Siakam. Right. So Benedict Mathurin has probably hit this point prop, and I want to say 3 of his last 5 games. Don't quote me on that. He's had 20 points or better. And then Pascal Siakam has been flirting with this number basically all season long. So let's start there. Pascal Siakam. So, point totals for Pascal Siakam 22, 25, 21, 25, 23, 14, 25, 14. Right now, we wound it back to what was the New Orleans Pelicans. He did face this New Orleans Pelicans team. This team is back on November 1st, and Zion Williams did play that game. He could have gotten foul trouble. Either way it go, that makes it more tougher, right? The minutes were still there at 31.7. The field goal attempts was still there. He still could have got a chance to get there. He did have 16 points, and then he only ended up having he did hit his rebounds and assists, right? So that's one thing I wanted to touch on. Either you can look at his points or you can look at his rebounds and assists, right? So his points, his rebounds and assists right now, looking at the combos, I thought I seen it at 10.5, and this is a guy at 10.5 at plus money. You're gonna see his rebounds and assists sitting at 10.5 at plus money. Like, I mean, I can see instances where he gets there. Probably not something I'm gonna bet, but it's something that you can look at, even if you want to incorporate his PRAs all the way across the board. Here's a guy that when you're looking at, let's see, New Orleans Pelicans. Um, hmm, Okay, so when you look at a smaller team, like let me see what he did versus them, versus New York Pelicans, New Orleans Pelicans. He had 8 catch-and-shoot points, 2 drive points, 8 points in the paint, 10 rebound chances, 38 passes, 11 potential assists. Right. He is a guy that 10 points in the paint, 10, 16, 8, 12, 14, 8, 4, 6, 12, 8, 18. He can score points in the paint. This team is smaller, right? So I can see instances where I don't have to lobby for him to get his points. As you can see, who he is and what he does, and he probably got a little bit of elevated usage right now, and it varies from game to game. You can see his usage percentage. As you can see, 22%, 26%. Depending on game to game, 26%, 24%. Like his usage has been up, and in the midst of all the injuries that they're dealing with. But at the end of the day, I can see instances where he gets to his points prop. I lean towards the over, right? It's a lean. Uh, Tyrese Halliburton. The assist prop for him is definitely in play. He had 11 and 11 last time these two teams played. So taking a look at how and where, what this team, how many assists this team's gives up a decent amount, right? And CJ McCollum is not going to do anything to help this stat right here. So New Orleans Pelicans give up the third most assists to the point guard position. Potential assists, probably the second, top 5, and then 3-pointers made are up there. Now, speaking of 3-pointers made, we can look at Halliburton, and I cashed in on this 3-pointer the last game on an alternate, but not a real. Not I didn't take his real line, but at the end of the day, he 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 um he could be heating up. Okay, I'm gonna take Pascal Siakam down. I'm gonna add Tyrese Halliburton. He could be heating up, right? 4 threes, 4 for 10 last 2 games ago, and then versus Milwaukee, then versus Washington, he had 11 threes, right? I mean, he went 5 for 11, so he's had 4 threes or more in back-to-back games. His three balls sitting at 11. I mean, at 3.5 at plus money. But you can also look to him to get back to his old ways in the assist category. The assists sitting at 9.5 at plus money. And like I said, showing you guys the numbers here, this year, New Orleans Pelicans are giving up a ton to the point guard position just in general. 27 points per 48, 12 rebound chances, 5 or 6 rebounds. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the assists and potential assists here. So at the end of the day, I lean towards the over assist for Tyrese Halliburton. And if you're really, really feeling froggy, I ain't gonna say froggy. Right now, they couldn't pay us not to bet this. Right now, you're getting a double for Tyrese Halliburton at plus 125. So there's times where he can go out there and sell, give you as 9 points and 10 assists. So if you just want to take the assists at plus 105, because for him to get a double, he's gonna have to get 10 assists. So for you, if you want to take the assists, be my guest, right? Take the assist if you want, or you can tease it down. At minus 210 and the bankroll builders or parlay pieces, I couldn't talk you off of that either, right? So I'll put Halliburton over there. I'll put also, like I said, I can't talk you off his threes, or you could just look at his raw points, right? Because like I said, he could be heating up. His points prop sitting at 18.5. He's hit 18 points or better in back-to-back games. There's a possibility that he could be heating up, and sometimes threes can be very volatile, but you can look at the points. The field goal attempts for him, and 4 of his last, well, 14 field goal attempts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to say 6 of his last 8 games, he's had 14 field goal attempts. So 18 points is definitely not a rim a possibility. Shake it down to 15 if you want, and bankroll bidders, who gives a fuck, right? At the end of the day, it is what it is. Also, for Brandon Ingram and Pascal Siakam, even Benedict Mathurin, all these guys are in play. Just a lot of guys that's coming out right now that I'm naming. It just makes me want to take some of these points, props, and stuff off the board. That just shapes up for a great same game parlay atmosphere for me. So maybe I might go in here and try to make me a plus 200 and not bet anyone straight up. Who knows? But that double for Tyrese Halliburton kind of looks interesting, right? A plus 125. I see instances where I get there, but I'll probably do a same game parlay and try to double up my money, or almost 2.5 or 2.5 or maybe 3 times my money or something like that. Okay. Don't have a side in this one here. Dallas Mavericks, Atlanta Hawks. We got we have a over under of 237.5 in this spot. Now, this is a fishy spot for me, right? It's fishy. I don't know what to say about this game. But I can see instances where Dallas Bigs can be in a good spot. I can see instances where Klay Thompson is in a good spot. I also can see instances where I think Trae Young would have to show up on the offensive side of things, right? And then for some reason I'm iffy on this assist prop. Trae Young at 11.5. I think I'm gonna just temper my expectations in those aspects. However, looking at the defensive shot profile for somebody like Atlanta, as we can see, pull up 3-point attempts. These are, I have to clarify this all the time. They're allowing, okay, the attempts. So pull up 3-point attempts, pull up. I mean, you could look at Kyrie, you could look at Klay. Catch and shoot, definitely looking at Klay, right? Corner threes, that could be anybody. Above the break threes, that could be whoever, right? So at the end of the day, Atlanta's giving up a decent amount of threes, right? A decent amount, a ton of threes. So, you know what? I didn't filter this. So it's the same shit. 2024, 2025. The pull-up threes, the catch-and-shoot threes, the corner threes, above the break threes, all that shit green, right? So when we go look at somebody like Klay, we already know we don't even need. Sometimes you don't need all these stats, and that's where you want to get. That's where you want to get to, right? You want to get to where, the first month should prepare you for the rest of the season. You just steady drilling numbers. You'll be able to notice shit on the fly. So when you out with your girl, and when you're out with your girl, some of the shit you're gonna know already. But at the end of the day, looking at some of these averages, Clay is averaging almost 10 points on a catch and shoot. So we know what that is, right? We know what that is, right? This is averages, right? His averages, right? So catch and shoot. If we look at the advanced game log right here, probably it's going to take us another to later on for this to fill in, but um, catch and shoot points. Catch and shoot points right here versus New Orleans Pelicans right here. That was 15. More than likely, that was 5 threes. Let me see. New Orleans Pelicans catch and shoot field goal attempts. What? 3-pointers made 5. See? Versus New Orleans Pelicans, 3-pointers made 5. Catch and shoot points here versus New Orleans Pelicans, 15. Right? So at the end of the day, some of these rounded up numbers like that, multiples of threes, more than likely those catch and shoot points, those are daggers, right? Utah, 15 catch and shoot, and Golden State Warriors, 15 catch and shoot. Both of those was probably 5 threes apiece, right? Let's see. Golden State, Utah, 5 threes. Golden State, 6 threes. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is what Clay does. Good morning, all. What's up? What's up, Big 1990? How we looking at today? How we looking today? Was looking at Murray, 9.5 rebounds and assists. Murray. Jamal Murray. Damn, I forgot who they playing. Oh, I don't know. Man. The Knicks could happen. Wasn't something that was on my radar. We'll definitely get to it in a minute, though. But at the end of the day, here, I think you got to give Clay a look, right? You got to give Clay a look in this spot. Um, um, look, so I'm gonna put Clay threes up there because it's warranted. I got you, right? So 3.5 threes, right? Okay. Trey, 22.5 points. You have to consider it. You have to consider it. You have Johnson matched up with Washington. Capella's got to deal with 2 bigs today, right? Now DeAndre Hunter is coming in. He's taking his shots, and Bogdanovich. So this team is steady getting a little bit healthy. Speaking of Bogdanovich, you got to watch out for the 3 ball. He gets extremely hot, right? Live betting situation, whatever you want to call it. But um, man, you're gonna have to look at Trae Young. You're gonna have to take a look at him, right? Now his assist prop is sitting at 11.5. I just didn't jump out to me. It didn't jump out to me. I'm not a big fan of it. If people going, oh, whatever you do with that, it's none of my business. I'm not even touching on that today, but I just feel like they're gonna need Trey today. And I got to put Trey points over there. I mean, 22.5 at that. I'm not saying it's something I'm betting, but it's something that I like. Then these players got egos. He's gonna have to probably end up guarding. He might have to guard. No, let me see. Clay. You know what? Grams might start. Let me see who they got. Clay, Kyrie. They might put Dyson on Kyrie. I don't know who they're gonna put on Clay. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I don't know. But if he have to guard Kyrie, these players got egos. Kyrie get the busting Trae Young ass. Trae Young will have to come back and start busting his ass too. So yeah, man, I can't talk you off Trae Young points. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll be looking at his points more than his assists today. I just feel like he got the scope. And then um and then the bigs. Speaking of the bigs, uh hey, what's up? What's going on? Say Why you ain't at work, my daughter? Why you ain't at work? PJ Washington double double is definitely in play. It's no. I ain't saying it's definitely in play. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's instances where he can get there, but we'll see. I haven't been betting on him, so he probably been getting close to it or nothing. But he's not something. It ain't something I've been betting on. Truth be told, I ain't even gonna lie. I have to take another look at that. I have to take another look at that. They say, why you ain't at work? Where you at work, girl? Yeah, I have to take another look at that. But yeah, so Trey, Clay, you go later. Okay. All right. Bet. Sounds good. All right. So, damn. Yep. And then as far as the bigs here, um, damn, I don't know what I want to do with Capella. Capella been balling for me, man. Straight up. I think he's got a double double in 4 of his last 6 games. I might take a rain check on him today. He's gonna see. He's gonna see. He's gonna see. And Capella, Capella is one of those guys. Trey Young's gonna get 3 or 4 dimes off Capella, a game, right? Like 2 or 3 at least, a couple of layups, and Capella's been scoring. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably, what's the total in this one here? Hmm. For some reason, I don't know. It don't feel like it's gonna pop like I want it to, man. But 237.5, maybe a team total over for Dallas. Maybe a Dallas team total over 120. Wait a minute. Damn. Atlanta the favorite? This is going to be interesting. Atlanta the favorite. 117.5. Hey, I would probably lean towards the over on the points prop there, man. Straight up. I probably would lean towards the over Dallas Mavericks points over. We'll see though. We'll see though, right? We'll see. But those, so let's just keep it moving, right? And like I said, was about to say, but for the bigs, for Dallas, they in play. They in play. I don't know how you gonna play them, but they in play some shape, form, or fashion, bro. Straight up. Clippers and Boston Celtics. Not a game that I really want to go through. I will say this: there's a way that um, there's a way that Harden can hit his assist prop sitting at 7.5. That's on the low side. I noticed Boston Celtics, but that's on the low side there. I didn't really dive into this game. Don't want this didn't want this video to be extremely long, but that's on the low side, right? You can tease it down to 7 if you want, but am I going to get to it? Probably not. It's just something that I wanted to point out. As far as the rebounds, I would probably look at. Bigs and stuff. I would probably look at maybe looking at going to a double double for Zubac or a double double parlay or something and adding him in at a minus 140. I think that's warranted. As far as this game, I never really come on here and give you guys Boston Celtics props. We know what they're gonna do. We know who they are. We know how they play. This Clippers team, I don't know how they keep doing it. They just keep playing defense. I'm off this game, man. Let's keep it moving. We know what we want to do here, man. We know what we want to do there. It's either you do or you don't. Portland Trailblazers and Memphis Grizzlies. Now, this is a game here that we got to do some talking about, right? It's a couple spots that I want to touch on, tell you how I want to attack them, but I ain't even jump on the line yet, right? So, first and foremost, we got 231.5 over under. That's number one. Portland Trailblazers, they smoked my money last, what was that? Saturday. It is what it is, though. I did take Klingon his rebounds, and I took his double double. He goes out there getting 19 rebounds, but no points. And then I live betted him for his rebounds, and then it cashed for me, right? He ended up having 19. Why wouldn't it? Long story short, we do got a 10.5 point spread here. Big one. 231.5. It is what it is. Now, Klingon out. Uh, uh, um, what's that motherfucker name? The center. What's his name? Y'all know Aiton out, right? Doubtful. I'm sorry. Now we're gonna be looking at. We got to keep an eye out for him. Okay, we got to keep an eye out for Williams. All right, another guy, another one of the guys, one of the guys that we got to keep an eye out for. Right. So if you got your pen and paper, you need to have been writing them motherfuckers down. But Williams, it's a few ways we can look at. We can look at targeting Williams. Uh, Robert Williams, that is. Time Lord, that's his name. So he'll be probably be the lone center that they get the bulk of the minutes. Here's a guy you can look at for fantasy score because he does get blocks, etc. Right? So, um, 16 minutes, 7 versus Houston, 7 points, 6 rebounds, yada yada yada, 1 steal, but a glorious 4 blocks, right? Then he gets 24 minutes versus OKC. Go figure. 8 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 4 points. Atlanta, 14 points, 8 rebounds, a steal and a block. Memphis, this very team here, 9 points. Somehow he had 10 field goal attempts, but he had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. This is versus this very same team. Okay, so uh, we're going to be dealing with him today. All right, so that's one thing. Okay, now Scoot, keep an eye out on Scoot. Right, if Scoot don't go, I mean, we already know what Anthony Simons does, what he's going to do, and what he does. But keep an eye on him. Anthony Simons, he just took a boatload of shots. We know what Simons does. He just took 11 threes. Just if he get back to those type of ways, then we already know where we at, right? So he went 4 for 11 for 3 versus Houston. He played 37 minutes. He's fine, right? Ain't nothing wrong with him. So that's a guy that we're gonna have to, make a mental note of. And Portland Trailblazers and Memphis. Okay, yeah, we have to make a mental note of that. And let me see here. Memphis, he had because Ja could be playing today. So we just gonna, keep it, we gotta keep all this, in that memory bank up there. If you want to bet against the injury report, go ahead, but you probably won't have a lot of Memphis lines out. So Anthony Simons and then Grant. If Grant doesn't go, if Jeremy Grant doesn't go, then we're gonna be looking at, Denny Advija, whatever, how you fuck you say his name. But at the end of the day, there'll be more minutes, right? He played 30, 34, 33 minutes. I'll be looking at him for his rebounds, right? Or his points plus rebounds. Despite whatever's been going on his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, he's had 6 rebounds or better. I expect his line to come out at 5.5. Uh, or at 5.5. His rebound prop is interesting. Would be interesting. He did face Memphis, but he only played 13.4 minutes, right? So now you know the injury report. You know who's in jeopardy of making the game or missing the game. Now you can slot in. You can slot in because this team could be very, very. Is going to be very short-handed because Robert Williams they still got his minutes kind of like limited, right? So at the end of the day, uh, Denny Avdija still gonna probably have a pretty good chance to probably hit his rebound prop. So if you want to tease it down or something like that, be my guest as well, right? And then you might get I don't know what his points line is gonna be at. On the flip side here, on the other side, I don't know who's gonna be in and out. So we gotta wait to see if we're gonna get some. We gotta wait to see if we're gonna get some. If we're gonna get some Ja Morant. In the meantime, we're looking at for sure. We can take a look at. Uh, in the meantime, we can definitely look at Jaren Jackson Jr. What will we look at him for? We will look at him for his rebounds. I mean his blocks plus steals. Right, 1 steal, 2 blocks. 1 steal, 2 blocks. 1 steal, 5 blocks. 1 steal, 3 blocks. 1 steal, 2 blocks. 2 steals, 1 block. 3 steals, 1-1, and it's just on, right? So this, we'll be that's what we can look at him for. This, even if you don't want to look at his points or anything like that. So his steals plus blocks number and stuff like that, his defensive props and stuff, probably going to come out at about 2.5, and I can see instances it might come out at 3.5. So it is what it is. It was a stepper. It was trending. It was trending number one. I forgot her name, but I did win. Like I said, I rolled with them on the championship, and I won a $50 free entry. I forgot her name. Uh, she was trending. You could go to Twitter. She probably trending. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me see right here. She probably trending still. Let's see. How do you get to the trending through explore trending? Okay, she ain't trending no more. She ain't trending no more. How about home? Let me see. Oh shit. Chris started planning to play tonight. Right in front of our face, boy. Golly. Come on, buddy. Come on with that shit, buddy. Um, damn, what's that girl name? So let me see. My boy tweeted it out earlier. Let me see. He tweeted it out. Let's see. Okay, he tweeted out. Prop. Shout out to Prop. But he didn't tweet her name. He probably didn't want that smoke. The traffic coming his way. I forgot that girl name. Either way it go, I'm not even about to keep looking for that shit, right? So so Messi is probable, DeJounte Murray, Kristaps, John Morant, President shoot around, Messi not probable, out. Okay. All right, so let's get through with this slate. Um, so let me see. Player rebounds. Who we got here? They didn't none of the guys who we really looking at, they didn't put them out yet. I'm looking for Williams, I'm looking for Williams, and I'm looking for Avija. I want to see what those lines are. I'm looking for those guys. What about points here? Shaden Sharp is another guy. He's gonna shoot the shit out the ball. But we had 19 and a half for Anthony Simon. What about his threes? Probably 3.5 for him. Probably 3.5. Um, Anthony Simons, 2.5 threes at minus 125. I like that. I like that. I like that. So at the end of the day, though, long story short, I'm looking for Robert Williams, man. I'm looking for Robert Williams. I'm looking for Avija. I'm looking for uh, Ja to get in, and he'll take some usage from he'll take some he'll take some usage for he'll take some usage for those from those guys, right? Ja will. So I'll definitely be looking at rebound. I mean, block shots and shit like that for Triple J. All right. Um, New York Knicks, Denver Nuggets here. Um, it's a few ways that I wanted to attack. I can go about attacking this game, right? Um, a lean here was the assist prop. I lean towards the over assist for Jalen Brunson. He cashed this last time. I'm looking for him to continue to cash it. So I lean towards the over there. I might take it. I might not. Um, how I feel about Sharp getting 4 or 5 rebounds. I ain't been. I ain't been betting his rebounds or nothing like that, bro. I'm looking for Robert Williams rebounds. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know. Tell you the truth, I don't know. I'll take a look though. Um, I'll take a look though, but definitely something that was not on my radar. He's only Shaden Sharp. Shaden Sharp. If you're talking about Shaden Sharp, I probably wouldn't be able to get there. If the over at the over, I probably wouldn't get there. I'll lean towards the under more than anything. He's only hit this number once this season. What tool am I using? If you used basketball, I mean, if you were here for me for NFL, this is the same thing. Game day insights as to where NBA here, NFL, MLB. Uh, we got the schedules, defense first possession, player game logs, first quarter numbers, defensive shot profile, things like that. You got them under. I would probably lean towards the under or not play it, not bet it at all. But yeah, this is game day insights. It's gonna give you standard game log, his player averages right here, and it's also going to give you how they doing things as far as usage percentage. He had a high usage percentage as of late. Pull up points, catch and shoot points, drive points, points in the paint, points, post points, rebound chances, passes, and potential assists, things of that nature. You could also use the shot profile to see what type of shots are these teams allowing, not points, not conversions, just shots. And then it'll also show you paint points, fast break points, and second chance points, right? So, for instance, like I was touching on with Atlanta, Atlanta is allowing 13 three-point pull-up three-point attempts. They're in the I'll just say in the green. They're in the green for allowing catch and shoot three-point attempts, not makes attempts, corner three-point attempts, above the break three-point attempts, etc. That means Atlanta is giving up the three, and that led me to no, they don't show NHL. That led me to, having to take a look at Clay, even though the only time I bet on Clay this year was against Golden State, and he didn't disappoint. So, but where we are now would be this New York Nuggets game here, and at the end of the day, taking a look at defensive position here, and we can just filter this to rebounds, right? Let's look at rebounds. Um, Denver. Denver top 10 or probably right outside the top 10 at giving up rebounds. So he'll be scary tonight against Atlanta. I can see instances where he pops the three tonight. But yeah, so I can see instances. I mean, Denver giving up rebounds a little bit on the back end. Big Slim, what up, Big Slim? What's going on? On the back end, I can see him see them giving up rebounds. And positional wise, we'll take a look. I want to see from the power forward, the forward slots, right? How Denver's faring. Top 10 are giving up rebounds and assists to the power forward position. And they're in the green for assists and potential assists to the power forward position, and then the small forward position. Because I know we can get Hart in that 3 and 4 slot. So Denver. Now they're down here when it comes to the rebound and things of that nature, but to the forwards, ball handling forwards, I can see instances where ball handling forwards can hit their assist prop, right? And there's some times where guys like guys like guys like guys like Hart can come out there and steal a triple double, right? So as you can see in the small forward, Denver's giving up the third most assists and the third and they're in the green in potential assists along with giving up threes. That's a small forward. That could very well be OG, right? OG can hit the three ball, right? So that could very well be OG. You look at the power forward slot, that could be somebody like what's that boy name? Josh Hart. So Josh Hart, who um Josh Hart, who 5.5 assists. They give up the fourth most assists to the forward position, and they're in the green in potential assists, right? So and then one, two, three, four, five of the top teams that giving up assists to the power forward position are playing tonight, right? So that's something to look at right there, right? So yeah, definitely, we just caught that Porzingis news. Yeah, but at the end of the day, so let me see, assist prop. Hmm. Josh Hart, 5.5 assists for Josh Hart. It's interesting. As we can see, it's interesting. Um, let me see. Josh Hart, huh? Josh Hart. Don't know how many assists he had versus Utah, but he has been dropping dimes, bro. He has 6, 3, 8, 9, 6, 10, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6. Mm. He's got one. He's got one triple double this year. That was versus Philly. Interesting. Mm. Interesting. Double double for Josh Hart would be plus 125. A triple double for Josh Hart would be plus 1200. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Mm. Cause boy, Scotty Barnes, I'm just tempted. I'm just tempted. I'm so tempted. And that triple double in the win is plus 3,500. I got to put $5 on that. $2 on that is something today. So that's one thing. A few things that we could point out there. The assist props. You know, from overall point standpoint here, uh, Denver points wise. They're falling. They were up there in the top five, but they still top 10 and giving up points. They are getting better. Uh, but y'all know what y'all want to hear about Joker and Cat, right? So I would say there's a few ways you could look at this, right? So I can start with the threes because look, Joker, Joker's hit this number. I want to say I know 2 straight games, but probably 3 straight games. His 3-point prop is sitting at 11, 1.5. I can see instances where both of these centers can hit the three tonight, right? Just being strategic. You know what I'm saying? Transition threes, however you want to look at it. Being strategic. Karl Anthony Towns already takes a ton of threes. His 2.5 threes are in play as well. Rebounds. Truth be told, both of these guys' rebounds are in play. Both of them. They just have to stay out of foul trouble. They have to stay out of foul trouble. Both of these rebounds. Which one? Which one would I take if I had to take one? Which would I take? I couldn't tell you. Maybe Joker. Probably Joker. Um, But I would probably be using this game for same game parlay atmosphere. If Karl Anthony Towns and Joker don't get in foul trouble tonight, boy, boy, oh boy, I can see these two going ballistic, man. I can see both of these boys getting in. So I can't talk about anything for neither one of these guys. I wouldn't be looking at an under rebounds for neither one of these guys. Truthfully, I wouldn't. Right? So I like this atmosphere for a live betting standpoint. We know all these guys that we seeing right here, outside of Peyton Watson, would be guys that I wouldn't mind betting on for whatever, right? Christian Braun has been ultra consistent in the points category. The points is up to 14 and a half right now as we speak. He's been ultra consistent. Um, Bridges, OG, Anthony Towns, Brunson, Hart, they're going to play a ton of minutes, right? They're going to play 35 or better. Fucking with Tibbs, you know what they're going to do. Jamal Murray, I mean, I like the matchups. This is going to be one of those games, man. I like the matchup here. Um, this I can only look at this game for same game parlays, man. I can't. I mean, just teasing the few guys down a little bit, man, trying to steal some money. So that's why I'm at with this game. It's just like a whole body of work thing. I am gonna take. Gonna take. I'm gonna bet. Hopefully one of them get there, man. But I'm taking. I'm taking the 3-point prop for Karl Anthony Towns and Joker. I'm taking a 3-point prop for both of them. Hopefully both of them get there. I guess I might have to take. I think I could take the points prop for both of them too, and then maybe both of them get there or one, right? I mean, I can see instances where Joker would try to go for at least 30 tonight, and Carl Anthony Towns could probably do the same. Is Ja really playing tonight? Yeah, he's at the shoot around. He was at shoot around, so I imagine he's gonna play. I can see instances where he sat out versus the Bulls, gives Scottie Pippen a chance to beat up on his dad's old team, and then come on out and play today. So I can see instances with Ja being back today. He was pressing that shoot around today, so I guess he's probably ready to go. Cornette doubtful. Horford, we know he ain't playing. We know he ain't playing. Damn. Kristaps Porzingis played today. Mm. Give me them 2 threes for him. Yeah, we just looked at Joker rebounds. I said I don't mind. I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I'll take them. I won't take the under. I'll tell you that. It'll be it'll be over or nothing for me. I ain't even gonna lie. I can see instances where Karl Anthony Towns and Joker, these guys, they get their rebounds. They also let their opponents get their rebounds as well. I just if neither one of these guys get in foul trouble, I can see both of them going ballistic. But more focused. If I'm looking at Cat, I'll probably be more focused on his points. I'll be looking at the points for both of them, truthfully, to tell you the truth. But we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen. I love that game for same game parlays, though. I do, right? I love that game for same game parlays. Um, that the this Brooklyn Nets game. I don't have nothing for this game, man. I don't. Shout out to uh shout out to Patrick. He said he's looking at Wiggins 1.5 threes. I haven't been on that. I didn't even look at this game. Not getting ready to look at this game right now. I just haven't been playing those guys like that, man. You know, it's not sexy to me. I got other spots I'm waiting on and stuff like that. So let me go back through this. Let me go back through this slate one more time, right? We got some of the plays here, but some of the plays over here that we like, and I'll go back through the slate, right? Let's see. So waiting on waiting on waiting on Carter Jr. news today. In the Charlotte game, um, I lean towards the under 103.5 points team total for Charlotte. Lean towards the under, right? Last time these two teams played, Charlotte put up like 89 points, right? So I lean towards the under there. France, Ball, whatever you guys want to do, you can do it, right? Those two guys have the most usage. We know what it's on there. Even if you want to tease these guys down, be my guest. Franz Wagner, small lean towards the over 12.5 rebounds plus assists. What we have to look out for here, we gotta look out for Diabate, right? So we gotta look out for Diabate, okay? So his rebound prop. He ain't on the books, but he's gonna be on there a little later, whatever. So in the absence of Williams, he's still gonna have to play. So we gotta look out for Diabate. I think he gave him 13, 14 rebounds last time these two teams played. Toronto, if I'm taking a side here, it's looking like Toronto or nothing for me in this spot, going up against the Detroit Pistons here, right? I did not list Jaden Ivey. He's self-explanatory. He's got all the uses in the world. His points probably at 20.5. If you want to get that, be my guest. I could not talk you off of it. But if Toronto decides to try to take him out the game, I don't see how Detroit wins this game, right? Moving forward, I think Toronto is one of those bet on teams, man. Like we got them, we took them versus We took them versus Minnesota, and they cashed, right? So you get good value at plus 184. Can they go out here and lose? Yeah, this is my hunch here. This is my hunch here. And for underdogs, don't forget, if you're on the books, player performance doubles, odds are always juiced to the underdog, right? So definitely you can look at things like I mean, now look, money's coming in because Scotty Barnes triple double in the win was plus 3,500 when I first started. Now it's at plus 3,000. Um, Barnes 2 threes in the win plus 480. Barnes 6 of 6 in the win plus 300. There's a bunch of Scotty Barnes double double in the win plus 540. There's a bunch of one, but of course we need a lot of stuff to happen. But I mean, total 10 points in the win, rebounds in the win, plus 245. So it's a lot, right? Now your Durans and your Podals, I'm gonna be using those guys as I'm gonna use Podal for sure as a double double parlay piece, whatever the case may be. I'll probably put that together in a second, but I'm just really going through the motions of what happened. Yeah, you missed a lot, but I'm going through it right now. Uh, the Pelicans, right? So before I go to the Pelicans, I was a lean 12.5 rebounds and assists. Toronto money line, Toronto plus the points. Like Scotty Barnes, I like Scotty, bro. I'm gonna like Scotty going forward. He only had a eye injury. He didn't have no hamstring and none of this shit. He only had an eye injury, bro. So at the end of the day, I think the dogs are barking here. I'll take an L. I'm gonna take him on the money line. I'll take an L for sure. But it's a lot of things that we can get to here. The double doubles for double doubles for the centers, just a lot. Um, the next one here would be Dallas Mavericks, right? Uh, remember, we talked about it. We just talked about it. Klay Thompson, I like this spot for Klay. I like this spot for Klay. Trey, at the end of the day, this game, I just don't. I feel like Trey is going to have to be aggressive offensively. There's not too many times you're going to get a 22.5 points. It's not an official play for me, but I'll throw it in a 6 pick somewhere. I'll throw it in a parlay somewhere. But I'm going to go on the side. I'm playing it straight. Not going to put a lot on it. Not put a lot on it. And the bigs from Dallas, I mean, they in play some shape, form, or fashion. Um, uh, uh, um, New Orleans Pelicans and Indiana Pacers. I think this is a good game, same game parlay atmosphere. Houston, Pelicans. Last time these two teams played, Halliburton has given them a double. He gave them a double double, 11 and 11, and they top five in assists to the point guards, and they probably top five worst to point guards defending point guards. Okay, so taking a look at the point guard position here, and Indiana, they from a point standpoint, everything is just about no. Well, Indiana ain't good versus them either. All right, so let's get that shit out the way. But New Orleans Pelicans here, as you can see, looking at New Orleans Pelicans, they green in the points, rebounds. Not looking for rebounds for my point guard. Rebound chances though, they there. Assists, they're in the green. Assist chances, they're in the green. 3-pointers made, they're in the green. Attempted, they're in the green. All of this for the point guard position. Keep in mind, you can look at Halliburton's points or his threes because he's heating up. Or is he? But he had four threes in back-to-back game, 4 threes and 5 threes. So Halliburton is in play. You get a double-double for Halliburton at plus 125. You want to take his regular assist, it is what it is. Pascal Siakam has hit this number in probably 5 or 6 straight games. He's in play, right? And then Ingram, from a pure usage standpoint, you can look at his points. And like I said, this looks like a good same game parlay option, right? Benedict Mathurin, I can see instances where this is a good same game parlay option. Who we have to look for? We're gonna have to look for. We're gonna have to look for. We're gonna have to look for Messi, whatever, however you wanna say it, right? We're looking at him to determine if we want to get to his rebound prop. He's not on the books, but it's somebody you got to keep an eye out on, okay? 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds, 7, 12, 10, 11. Versus Indy, he played 26 minutes. He had 10 rebounds. So he's had, what, 8 rebounds or better in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 6 games. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is in that sense. So Missy is just a play that's not on the board right now, but you might want to write his name down. Uh, Los Angeles Clippers, Boston Celtics. I mean, if Kristaps plays, I'll be looking at 1.5 threes for him. I don't give out a lot of these plays, but I'll tell you this: 7.5 assists for James Harden. It could be in sight. It could be in sight. You probably won't play it. It could be in sight, but you'll have if you decided, hey, you want to go to a double for him or 10 assists for him, his line open up at 7.5. So you're gonna get you're gonna get value there. Um, Parlay piece, a double for somebody like the center. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know who he is. Zupa, right? So that's a play. Last time I checked, it was a minus 140. 140. Might put it in the double parlay. Who knows? Portland Trail Blazers, Memphis Grizzlies. Now we'll be looking at. We know Jaws coming back, so no matter what, I'll be looking at Triple J. Is blocks, steals, and steals plus blocks or fancy score. I'll be looking at that. Number 2, I'll be looking at Robert Williams, right? Fancy score, blocks, rebounds, right? Philip Froggy might get a double out of him, but I'll be looking at him. Then I'll be looking at, especially if there's no Jeremy Grant, but even if Jeremy Grant does play, I'm still looking at Avdija. I think he's had 6 rebounds or better in about 6 or 8 straight games. He could be in play because this Portland Trailblazers, they're gonna be there's a shortage on bigs for them right now. So that's some shit that's in play. On the Memphis side, it's like whatever, right? And then the Joker and I'll be looking at him and Cat. Both of those guys, they rebounds. Whatever you want to get to, man. I'm gonna take the 1.5 threes for Joker. I'm gonna take the 2.5 for Cat. You could also look at the points, whatever the case may be with that, for the bigs, and then I lean towards the over assist over assist for. Oh, I didn't even touch on the Sacramento game. I lean towards the over assist for Brunson. I'm probably gonna play that, and then the forwards, meaning the forwards. Both of the forwards are in a good spot for shooting a 3 for New York, and the assist prop for what's that boy name? The assist prop for let me put his name up there so I don't fucking forget. So I'm gonna have to screenshot this when I get done. The assist prop for Josh Hart could be in play as well, and don't let him mess around and get a triple double, okay? Because they are giving up a few rebounds on the back end of forwards. Overall, though, I like this game for same game parlays. Concentrated offenses. We know where the offense is coming from. We know who's playing the minutes. I love this game for same game parlays. To go in there and get you, 1, 2, or 3 times your money. You should be able to do that if you don't want to be greedy, right? And then last but not least, Christian Brown still continues the ball. I probably won't play his prop today, but he still continues to hit that little 13 to 15, 17 points. The Brooklyn Nets game didn't have nothing for it, right? Right. It's not the sexiest game for me. I forgot to touch on the Oklahoma City Thunder game, and who we waiting on this? I'm waiting on this game. I'm waiting on Hartenstein, right? I'm waiting on Hartenstein. Can't wait till his rebounds and stuff come out. Can't wait. That's what I'm waiting on. Hartenstein here. Now we got a prolific scoring matchup between the two, which would be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox has crushed this number about 6 or 7 games in a row. He's on fire. he doesn't want to be stopped, right? The boy is off the chain right now. But we know he can do this. We know this already. So we'll take a look at Fox real fast. During Fox, uh, right now, as you can see, De'Aaron Fox, um, he's had 31, 29, 28, 49, 60, 29, and 24, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games he hit this number, and versus the Spurs, he missed it on the hook. Now, if you want to get technical, I can flip this to 2024, and then look and see what they did versus this team OKC last year. So versus OKC last year, he gave them 33 points, 15, and 41 points, right? So he was balling, right? So I don't know if, let me flip the script and see if, let me flip the script and see if SGA played those games. That was 3 games. Versus Sacramento. That was 3 games. He gave them 40, 38, and 43, right? So this team's been pretty good versus point guards, right? But sometimes that shit gets thrown out the window. Okay, sometimes that shit goes just thrown out the window. Number one, number two, number two. I'm telling you, these guys got egos, man. There's a few matchups on the board that from an ego standpoint, you're gonna have to take a look at, right? And that was Kyrie versus Trae Young, right? If these two somehow end up guarding each other, I mean, Trae Young is not the greatest defender, but he's gonna wanna ball, right? He's gonna wanna ball. Kyrie probably wanna come out there and bust his ass or whatever the case may be. That's one. And then these players got egos, man. You're just not gonna come out here and bust my ass and I don't do nothing back. Same thing going on right here. You got Fox coming in on a streak. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Mwah. All right. So look, you got Fox coming in on a streak, right? So look, man, this could fucking round. They can fuck around and go at it today. They can probably go at it tonight, man. Straight up, they can probably go at it. They can probably go at it. They can probably go at it tonight. They can probably go at it tonight. So these are numbers from last year. I'm just telling you, some of these players, they got egos, man. They know coming into these games that such and such is coming for my head, and I cannot let this guy win. So, this matchup here is going to be interesting, very interesting, because OKC has been playing some wonderful defense, especially against guards. This is going to be some shit, man. Straight up, it's going to be some shit here. Now, Hardenstein, I'm waiting on him. I want his rebounds. If it come out at 9.5, I'll take it. Okay? We're going to look at Hardenstein. Now, this year, Hardenstein has only played, he's played 2 games. Okay, so, well, make it even better here. He's played, this is last year. This is last year. He played 2 games versus Sacramento. He had 7 rebounds in one and 14 in the other. Okay? That's Isaiah Hardenstein. Fast forward to this year. Oh, you know what? Let me take that Sacramento down there. Bam. And then fast forward to this year, 2024, 2025. He's only played 1 game versus Portland, 14 rebounds, 28 minutes. he's ready to go. His motor is ready to go. Even if you want to tease it down, it's going to be. I'm going to be interested to see what is what his rebound prop is going to be. Straight up, I really want to see. I really want to see because this is going to be one right here. It's going to be interesting. Sabonis, on the other hand, he's in play, right? Triple double, however you want to look at it. But I probably won't be going there. So, General Stepper says, I will use a decimal system when it comes to the numbers at the back end of the average point. No, I'm not using none of that. I'm not using any of that. What do you mean? I mean, I think I know what you mean, but I'm not using a lot of that. What you're referring to. I'm just, I don't know. I'm not using that. I don't think if I understand you correctly, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. So, 24 and a half points and 31 and a half. So I'll tell you like this: between Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and De'Aaron Fox, I would rather take De'Aaron. I probably would rather take De'Aaron Fox points. Um, and I think that there's upside on his by his points probably because we know he can give you 30, right? Because if you take Fox at 30, you're gonna get a plus 210. Then all the value is almost peeled off of this 31 for the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He can hit that, or he could go he could go for 40. As you can see, I just showed you. He went for 40 twice on him last year, right? So you can get him for 40, you can get him for 35, you can get his regular prop, but that same 40 you can get for Fox at 1,400. 35 you get at 550 for Fox and 165. That same 30 you could get if it comes to that, right? And you look at the make of the teams and you see that that it's clicked already. That Fox, Fox, um, Fox has, he's let it be known. He's letting the team be known or whatever. He's letting motherfuckers know. It didn't take nothing but that injury to first it was an injury to DeRozan, then to Sabonis to put the league back on notice. Like, bro, I can really do this. Take this 29 first, then take this 60, and then this 49 right behind it. And I'll give you a couple 28s, 29s, and 31s to let you know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm still that dude. So at the end of the day, um, that's it. That's that. I mean, what the fuck you want me to say? Straight up. These guys are in play, man. And when you look at the make of the team, look at the starting lineup, right? You got DeRozan, Fox, Herter sometime in ass. Then you got Sabonis slow dragging it. And then you got Murray who act like he can't score a lot at times. So Fox, I hope he keeps that mentality, like I ain't got time for this mentality type of shit. And keep his foot on the gas, bro. Keep your foot on the gas. That's all I ask. Keep your foot on the gas. Because I'm taking the 24 and a half point. And I might take him and SGA points and hope both of them get there. If not, maybe one of them, right? So, I'm going to definitely put. And then another thing, like I said, you could definitely look at the threes, right? You can look at the threes for SGA. Sitting at 1.5. You can look at the threes. He's been shooting them because you can get 3 threes for him at probably plus 200. Not a big fan of neither one of these defenders, right? Fox or Herter. Not both of them. Barbecue chicken when it comes to defense. You get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 3 threes for plus 230. He's shown the ability to hit that. Let me see. Taking a look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's hit 5 threes versus the Spurs. 1 right here, 2 right here, 3 right here, 4 right here. He's a scorer. So at the end of the day, you can look at the 3-point attempts. 8, 7, 7, 8, right? Hey, you might fall on that 2 point. He only took 2 attempts right here and 1 attempt right there, but you might catch him on one of them nights where you take 5 threes, right? 5 threes, that shit probably ain't even listed, right? Let me see. Oh, 1,500 for 5 threes, right? Plus 1,500. You put the dollar on that, you get 15 back. Just to let you know, you put $10 on there, you get 150 back if he hits it. So just at the end of the day, be mindful of what's out there, bro, and what these people been doing. Uh, Fox don't score all them points. They don't win. Simple as that. Especially in a matchup like this. Okay, I am out of here. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. I am out of here. I'm gonna put these points up here. Fox. I think those two boys go at it tonight. Take another look at some of these leans. I haven't got to a lot of these yet, but take a look at what I'm looking at. Right, Fox, SGA, Hart, assists, whatever, PRAs in play. Toronto Raptors are nothing. Player performance doubles for the Toronto Raptors side. I'm looking at them. They the dogs now. Plus 180. You get value if you win. Lean towards the over for Brunson assists. He's been crushing that. Trey Young, points prop. I'm just pointing it out. His points prop is too low. Klay Thompson, lovely spot for the threes. Pascal Siakam has been crushing this number. Even if you want to tease it down, be my guest. All the usage in the world for Brandon Ingram should be there for him. Tyrese Halliburton is in a wonderful spot for his assists. Scotty Barnes' whole line is in play. PRAs, everything is in play. Franz Wagner, rebounds and assists, points and assists, PRAs, fantasy score, whatever. LaMelo Ball, threes, points. His points went down, I think, but it's at 29.5 right now. I don't know if I'll get there, but the usage has been through the roof. Franz Wagner, of course, and then I lean towards the under team total points for under 1.5, 104.5. I lean towards the under 104.5, and I also lean towards the over. I also lean towards the over team total for Dallas. Let me put that up there as well, right? Got to put that up there as well. Team total Dallas. Damn, that's a high ass number. I can't lean to. That's a high ass number. I mean, right here, Dallas, they got them at 117.5. It's still a high ass number, but shit, they probably can still get there, bro. They probably can still get there. Against Dallas, they probably against Atlanta, they probably can still get there, man. So, I mean, honorable mention, I'm gonna have to put that shit over there. So put that shit over there, man. Fuck it, right? It is what it is, right? Um, the trail said, what you think about 15? The trail said, send me that. Okay, I'll definitely send that to you. I'll send that to you some shape or form or fashion. It's gonna be hard to send that to you. It's gonna be hard to send that to you. This ain't no damn this ain't no parlay. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna have to send this to you. I can screenshot it. No, I can't roll and screenshot. I can roll and screenshot from my phone, unless I put like 10 cent on it or something like that, and then send it to you in a link. You never know, it might hit. I might send 10 cent, put 10 cent or something on it, and then send it to you. Let me see if I can log in real fast. What's the minimum you can bet on this shit? What's the minimum you can bet on this shit? 9 cents, I think. Let's see. Back to the slip here. Oh, I won't let you bet it. All right, however it is. You say you trying to screen. No, I get it to you. No, I can't get it to you in the screenshot. I get it to you. I get it to you. But it's a lot of duplicates there. So right now I'm finna log off, right? I'm finna go slow. I'm gonna go slow. Just like this. Then you can get it. You can get it, because I'm finna log off. You can rewind this back or whatever the case may be. All right. Peace out, fam. Peace out.